Welcome to Fabric Friday. My name's Liz if you're new here. This is the quilt I made with the square in the centre. I put it on point and added these to it, and the offcuts that I got left from making these, I put some into a piece border. So now it's ready for quilting. As I tend to custom quilt, it takes a lot longer to do that, but I'm thinking, because this looks like wind-blown leaves, and these remind me of the plastic windmills I had as a child. So windy. So I'm thinking of doing leaves blown across in different areas. But that's for another day. Now you're possibly wondering what's happened with the accidental blocks. I decided I liked them that much, I would make a quilt out of just these. So don't worry that I haven't shown you how to set things on point. This is the first quilt I've ever set blocks on point, and I love it. But when I put this one together, I will show you how I've set them on point and to do the triangles to make it square. But I've added to the accidental blocks to get a new quilt. So I'm going to now do the blocks that will go in the middle. So I'll get on with that. For the joining blocks, I'm going to do large pinwheels, so I thought I'd bring you along. I'm using 10.5-inch squares, one of the backgrounds, and this, which is also the little pinwheels, the same fabric, so they'll match or tie in. You draw a straight line diagonally from one corner all the way to the next, and the other corner all the way to that one. That's better now, I can see what I'm showing. And you basically put this on your block, your other fabric, and you line it up, and then you sew 1/4 inch seam allowance either side of your line in both directions. And once I've done that, I've noticed my camera's battery's running low, so I'll sew them and then show you what's next. I've sewn 1/4 inch either side of my marked line. So what I'm going to do now is, first of all, don't go on the lines first, just in case you knock it. You can always follow your lines. Now, as I said, these blocks are 10.5, so half of 10.5 is 5 1/4, and that should line up with that exactly, and it does. And excuse my nail varnish, I've been digging in the garden and it's all come off. So I've done it that way. I want the 5 1/4 again, and it goes through my mark. And if you accidentally move them, doesn't matter, because you've still got the lines there. But if you don't move them like I just did, then you can cut across both of them. See, that one would have been there and I'd have been able to cut in both directions. Well, not in both directions, but straight across. And then these ones as well. Now this makes 8 half square triangles, and you only need 4 for a block, so I'll get 2 blocks out of what I've just done here. So I'm now going to trim them down. I should press them at the iron, but just to show you what. If you get a ruler that's got a line from the corner, you can square them up there. I want these come out at 4.5 inches. So make sure that the 4.5 inch line is inside my fabric, and trim these 2 off. And there, they're done. Turn it round. You can this time put your 4.5 inch line there. Check that you're still going up diagonally and trim that down. So I'm going to press these and trim them all down to 4.5 inches. These are the blocks and they go together very easily. So she can get anything wrong. There you are. They go together, so we just sew the top 2 together, the bottom 2 together, and then sew them up, and we've got our block. So I'm going to get on with that now. I put the pinwheels together and I put a 2.5 inch strip around them. I'm going to have to trim that down slightly so it's the same size as the blocks, and that's where they're going to go. And next week I'll show you how I do setting triangles. Bye.
It's a perfect situation to make